Now it's recording, and then y'all can do your thing as of now.
What's up, world? This is your homegirl Ivy. Welcome to the Rawrrzone and the Rawrrzone Media Network. We are here in collaboration with TitanofRap.com, and I am once again blessed to be here because we are here for Media Day. Woo! Clap, clap, slap, slap. It's a great day for everyone. I'm sitting here today with the one, the only, from Rochester, but currently living in Buffalo, Mr. Rocksteady585 himself. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
What's been going on? How have you been liking, working in the city lately?
Oh man, fast pace. Feel like I'm in a mix of GTA and Gran Turismo, getting cut off and honked at and cussed out all day driving. But it's cool. Get used to it after a day and a half. So I came into the city doing like 40. I'm leaving doing like 65 plus everywhere now because of the speed. So, but it's cool though. I adjusted as I came through, and at first I was super nervous, but now I'm chilling.
How long have you been in New York?
Um, see when I came in, we got here like probably like 6:30. Had to be somewhere at 7, so we had to had a little bit of time to like wind down and everything like that. But yeah, it's been good. Like I can't complain. It's been good.
So for our audience, tell us who you are and a little bit about your music.
Okay. Ooh, okay. First and foremost, I'm Rocksteady. All social media is gonna be Rocksteady585. Twitter, Instagram, Spotify is Rocksteady. The company slash label that I'm initially trying to create, it's created, but it's trying to make it bigger. It's called a Higher Intellect Music Group, or HIMG. And the basis of this is it started off. Shouts out number one to my little cousin, been there with me since day one. His rap name is True Skills. You can find him on Instagram, Facebook. Well, Facebook as Josiah Anderson. True Skills at Instagram. True Skills Twitter. But it started off basically with just me and him, and he been with me since day one. Through everything, through all of the ups and downs, the rapping in bars, the rapping on the streets, the promo stuff like that. So I wish he was here. Things happen where he couldn't come, but it's he a part of this too. Like he's a main part of the reason why I'm actually here too today. So I want to make sure I definitely shout him out, let him know, he here in spirit.
Of
He
course.
ain't dead or nothing, but he here with us. His energy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but higher intellect basically started off like just me and him. We was going to college together. Like I went to college first. He came to college with me, and we sat down together and was like, "Yo, we've been doing this music thing for so long. Let's kind of like take it serious." We came up with the name. We tried, trial and error. We tried with a lot of people. You know, you know how it go. A lot of people don't really be on your same energy and same path. So it's kind of like Survivor Island. After a while, everybody started getting cut off and falling off, or it just went through that process. But no smoke to nobody or nothing like that. Maybe one day we can come back together as a complete unit and then you know make it stronger. But everybody got to do what they got to do, whatever, whatever. But I'm here now, so and I'm still pushing. So is he, but we're gonna keep going.
So who's Rocksteady though?
Rocksteady, me. Well, I would say I had went through a series of three different names. First, it was High School Phenomenon. Too long. Back then, it sounded good, but as you're young, everything that sounds big, sound like it's good, it's corny. Cut that name off. was called the lyricist at one time, but I felt like that was like a heavy name to carry because I'm like I'm not about to be I be lyrical, but I don't want to be like yo lyricist man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a too the name was too heavy to hold at the time. So I'm like man. So I sat back and a lot of friends call me Rock. So I'm like sitting back. I'm like oh Rocksteady. Now I know a lot of people gonna be like oh yeah you took the name from a couple of songs whatever. I swear to you I sat and I just thought of Rocksteady, but didn't realize there was several old school songs by the name of that name. So in the beginning, I used to get clowned a lot. They used to like play the song, the Rocksteady song. I don't know who sings the songs. I forgot the name of the group that sings the song, but I pushed through and like I try to implement that name like as a like the artist name and to try to get into that character when I'm doing stuff, especially when I'm in the studio. So Rocksteady is to me is just being solid all the way around and steady like kind of like a boat that's on some water like some rough water. So I look at life like as that rough waters and I'm the boat steady just trying to stay afloat. So that's why the rock steady, the solidness and just staying afloat and pushing through the storm. That's where the name came from.
So you say you are a recording artist. You also are starting a label.
Right.
How has it been challenging being an artist yourself to be able to now manage three other artists?
Oh yeah, it was and still is challenging. Just let's start off with the money. Not a lot of people have money to fund what they need to fund. So if I got to dip in my pockets, it's kind of take away from what I'm doing. So I got to kind of like take it under the chin because it's like, man, I want them to do this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if they do have the money, a lot of times you come to a point where people is like, man, I got to do this, I got to do that. They don't see the vision that you see. It's like, okay, you can put up this 200-300 right now. That's gonna get you somewhere. Or you can go spend that 200-300 doing what? You know what I'm saying? Especially if somebody like got a habit or something like they drink and they smoke, so they so used to spending their money on that. They like, oh man, I'd rather just hold my money, man. Why we can't do it this way? It's always like a try to cut corners, but sometimes when you cut corners instead of going straight all the way through with the plan, things mess up. People argue, people fight, money issues. Then it's like, dang, I ain't even getting undone because we don't sad waste of time trying to figure out if you was gonna spend the money or provide the money. Now it's like we sitting there looking at each other crazy, we ain't get nothing done, and it's just blue. So what I had to learn over the course of time was just do it like Nike. So whether they want to do it or not, or if I got the funds to do it, money come, money go. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting here thinking about money all the time, then nothing will get done. And I can't let that be the drive behind what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? My drive is the passion of the music and just working on being successful. So the money gonna come. That's how I go out of now.
Who are your lyrical inspirations?
Top lyrical inspirations for me. I mean, I done had a lot of people tell me I sound like Big, but I feel like that's a real big,
No pun intended.
yeah. That's a real big, you know, stigma to hold up to. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I listen to Big, but I don't listen to Big. Like listen to Big, like I don't bump Ready to Die all day and every day and all that stuff like that. So really, who I grew up listening to was like more so like Wu Tang, D Block, Dipset. Um, so I would say my top three as of today, I would say J. Cole, Method Man, and then Nas. Those are my lyrical inspirations and musical inspirations as far as like just watching their careers and listening to them since they started off, follow their careers and listening to them. Like the main person out of them I really followed their careers was J. Cole. Cause like I remember him, he came out when I was in high school. I remember listening to J. Cole when he had a brush cut. So just like his story and everything like that, it just inspired me a lot. Yeah.
So out of all your inspirations, who would you go bar for bar with?
If I had the chance,
If you had a chance to, and $10,000 on the line.
whoa, $10 out of all three of those, mm, probably Method Man.
Oh,
Method Man. I'll go bar for bar with Method Man because he gonna bring that fun to it. For me, just watching him when he do freestyles and stuff like that, and just Method Man, seeing different aspects of Method Man, like comical Method Man, serious Method Man, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like I can get into them realms too, because I could be comical too, I could be serious too, but I know just him going like how he gonna go. I'm gonna try to go 10 times harder. If you want to go 10 times harder, I'm gonna go 20 times harder. You want to go, I'm gonna keep going because that's just what I've been doing through my my whole life. Just kept going throughout everything, all the struggles, all the ups and downs. Like ain't nothing stop me, so I'm gonna just keep going. So yeah.
what is one of your favorite songs from your own projects?
Okay, let's go down the line. Like I got "Music Is My Drug" 1 through 3 out right now, and a 4 coming out.
A 4.
Yeah, it's in the
Oh,
process. It's literally like
so I got
two
an
songs left.
exclusive. Like it's gonna be in my inbox in like
Yeah.
10 minutes type of
No,
thing.
not 10 minutes.
In my
Give me.
let's go.
I'm gonna have it done by next Saturday. So
Okay, so
yeah,
next Sunday I'm
yeah, it
gonna
should be
go
in there.
to her DM because if I go into yours, she's your assistant and she's gonna kick my ass if I go to yours. So I'm gonna go to hers and be like, so this is my email. This is the project. I need it.
So yeah, so okay. So from number 1, "Music Is My Drug" 1 is the first track because that first track, this "Music Is My Drug" 1 was something that I'm definitely gonna go back and rework, probably like a year. Not rework because of
Like
the
a remaster.
yeah, because around that time we ain't have all the funds to have mics and all that stuff. We was still getting the money to have mics and stuff like that. So I was trying to not let recording stop me. So I had a few songs on there. Like half the tape was recorded basically in the studio. Then the other half was recorded kind of like in the closet. You know what I'm saying? So and I was still learning how to mix and master and engineer. Like I was taking those little classes that I was paying for online while I was going to school still and YouTube stuff I was looking up. So it was just a process. But people was like, yo, man, put it out, man. Forget the sound, man. Just put it out, man. Make it sound decent. Put it out. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So the first track of that is because I talked about in that song just like my come up as of up to that point. And it's just like just shows my growth. So it just bring back memories. When I listen to that song, like, dang, I remember when we was recording on Family Dollar Store microphones, headphones and stuff like that.
Hey,
To
don't knock them. Them shit last.
yeah, they do. But when I listen to the quality, when I compare the quality to like my new stuff to the old stuff, it's like, man, but it still means something to me. So, and people still listen. So I was like, hey, whatever. I mean, I guess, you know, but from that, "Music Is My Drug" 1, the first track of "Music Is My Drug" 1. Now, "Music Is My Drug" 2, the first track of "Music Is My Drug" 2 also, because the song is called "Trial and Error." Because remember when I mentioned the ups and downs of my team around the time, a lot of fallouts, a lot of separation, that song touches on that a lot. Now, as far as the current "Music Is My Drug" that's out, it's a song called "The Learning." So in "The Learning," the song I'm talking about basically, like I was at a point in time where I was like in between school and I kind of dabbled into the streets a little bit. So in that song, the first thing I said was a customer walked up to me, asked me why I'm still, they basically asked me why I'm not selling drugs anymore. So I said, I'd rather 9 to 5 than 5 to 10. That's what I said.
The bar.
So that's me talking to the customer. That really happened. Like I had somebody come up to me like, oh man, selling drugs anymore. And I'm like, nah, I'd rather 9 to 5 than 5 to 10. So I like that song because like that shows my growth from all the way up to "Music Is My Drug" 1, 2 to there, which is currently. Now, currently, the song that I like off the new project, which is a single out right now, which is at like 42,000, and is getting a couple spins down in Atlanta. On some I forgot the radio station name, but Black No. Shout out to Black Widow too. She been there with me since the beginning, years and years and years. To keep it real, this weekend was my first time meeting Black Widow face to face.
Wow.
But I've been messing with her for like years, like years. Like we always just talk on the phone, messenger, stuff like that. But this weekend, this Friday was my first time actually seeing her face to face.
That's
And ain't
great.
nothing changed. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Just put a face to the voice that I've been talking to. But yeah, so it's called the Prestige. So the Prestige is basically like, okay, I done went through all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna keep going. So that song is really basically another one of those from Music is My Drug 1, 2, 3, 4, just like a growth song. And it's a growth song for me and an inspirational song in that aspect of, like I said, I've been, I hit walls, I don't stop, I bust through the wall, or I'm climbing over it, I'm doing what I gotta do to get over these obstacles. So yeah, those are my top songs from all my projects.
So, where can they find you?
You can find me on literally everywhere. Rocksteady, Rocksteady. If you really want to find, because to make me distinct, because it's another Rocksteady, but he's ROC space steady. I don't know what that is, but that's on him. But mine's is Rocksteady, all one word. And to distinct me from the Rocksteady, all you got to do is type in "music is my drug." Rocksteady, music is my drug, and then all my stuff will pop up because that's the name of all my projects that's out. Other than my singles, but those projects is music is my drug. So if you want to find me, just type in "music is my drug." You can even hashtag it on Instagram. Music is my drug. Like my stuff will pop right up because I hashtag that all day long.
Awesome. And once again, my name is Ivy. Follow us everywhere at Rawrrzone NYC. And of course, follow Titan of Rap at Titan of Rap. And of course, at Rockview ENT. And we are out.